And 16 now, that's like, we don't have much time. 16. That's like we have like 4 or 3 meetings. And the groups are, yes. Group leader for group 5. Do you have your list? The list is with me now. Eh? Then the other members of the group, where are group 5? If you are group 5, stand up. And you ask many people now, what's the problem? If your leader is missing, you take charge. You. It's you that I know. Group 5, stand up. You are coordinate group 5. You. Now group 5, see her. Alright? Do you know what it means to be a group leader? It's a big office. So. Alright. Symbolic anthropology.
I just started live.
Now this theory focuses on the symbolic rather than the material aspect of culture. This theory focuses on the symbolic rather than the material aspect of culture. Now, it is the study of culture. It is the study of culture. They are not writing. It's the study of culture through the interpretation of the meaning of symbols, values, and beliefs in society. It is the study of culture through the interpretation of the meaning of symbols, values, and beliefs in society. Meaning of symbols, values, and beliefs in society. Now, you know, when you talk about culture, you have 2 aspects of culture. You have the material aspect of culture and the immaterial. So, for instance, when you talk about food, dressing, those are culture. Then you have belief system in culture. The symbolic culture or symbolic anthropology deals with the study of the interpretation of cultures. So it focuses more on the symbolic aspect of culture than the material aspect of culture. One of the critics of this theory is that culture cannot just be reduced to symbolic. Culture entails both the material and the what? Immaterial. The material and the what?
Immaterial.
If I see you with your phone, I will seize it. 2 weeks. So keep that phone. But some of you are still, you are looking at your phones. Keep your phones. Alright? Now, they regard culture as tradition. Right. They regard culture as traditions to be interpreted. They regard culture as traditions to be interpreted by ethnographers. Symbols, they what? By ethnographers. Ethnographers. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
What was the last line you wrote? Can you read it to me? Let me hear you.
They regard culture and traditions to be interpreted by ethnographers.
By ethnographers. So, this school of thought or theory does not believe in material aspect. They believe more in interpretation. So, they are saying if you must understand this, a particular people and their culture, those who are experts need to interpret certain symbols to you for you to understand them. So they are not just focusing on the material aspect of culture. Remember, I said culture is divided into two parts: the material and what? Immaterial. Materials are the tangibles, the things you can see, the things you can feel, the things you can touch. Immaterials, they are abstract, but they are very key part of culture. Louis, there's a meeting going on there. What's happening? You lost your key. Eh? You lost your key. You need key. You said? Alright. I think with this we have. Remember, the critics of this theory says that culture cannot be reduced to only what? Immaterial aspects. Very important. So when you are going through these theories, look at the theories themselves, what the theory says, and also there are critics of that position. You can now explain. So let's move to culture.
New topic.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a new. I'll just run through this because of time. I want to finish culture today. In the next few minutes, we should be done with this. The concept of culture. The concept of culture. Now, what is culture?
Culture is the total way of life.
There's a very common definition of culture.
Total way of life.
Total way of life.
Eh?
Total way of life.
That means we have many. So let me see. Are you are saying something? Okay, what is culture? Stand up.
Norms and values that guide the society.
They are the norms and values that guide a society. Is that culture? Okay. Another definition?
Way of life.
Yes. What's your name? Let's see.
Culture is a way of,
You can stand up.
culture is a way of life of a particular group of people living in a society.
I know this definition since primary school.
Yeah.
In primary, culture is the way of life of a particular people. Any other definition? All right. Yes. If you have a loud voice, you can project.
Culture is the total way.
Can you hear?
Culture is the shared customs, traditions, and practices of a group of people within a society.
Say it again.
Culture is the shared culture is the shared tradition, customs, and beliefs, including practices of a group of people within a society.
Okay. Okay. Why are you revolting? It's the same thing with your own. Only added. Okay. You wanted to do law.
She only added Maggie and stuff.
You almost wanted to do law, but they brought you here. But you're already doing like lawyer. I'm saying law. That's why I'm asking you. You wanted to do law. Do you still want to do law?
Yes.
Okay. Now, culture. You know, the interesting thing about culture is that it's simple to define, but it has a lot of definitions because there are different ways people view culture. That's why we're looking at the concept of culture itself. All right. Now, the concept of culture is central to anthropology. The concept of culture is central to anthropology. You can't do anthropology without the study of culture. Now, the term culture. What? I should wait. The term culture is not used with consistent meaning. The term culture is not used with consistent meaning. That means the meaning changes, because of depending on the usage. I said the term culture is not used with consistent meanings. That means there are different meanings to culture. That's what I'm simply saying.
The meaning changes because of
Based on usage or what you intend to achieve. Alright? As a scientific term, culture refers to all the features, F-E-A-T-U-R-E-S, all the features of a society's way of life. Culture, that's as a scientific term, culture refers to all the features of a society's way of life. For instance, production, modes of dress, routine living, R-O-U-T-I-N-E, living, habits, food preferences, the architecture of houses and buildings, public buildings, the architectures of houses and public buildings, the layout of fields and farms, systems of education, government. In John chapter 2, there was a very interesting story of how Jesus turned water into wine. You know that story? Do you remember what happened to the mother of Jesus? She went to Jesus, Mary went to Jesus and said, their wine is what? Finished. What did Jesus say to Mary? What did he say to Mary? You are not saying it the way Jesus said it. Woman, my time has not yet come. Woman, my time has not yet come. Now let's interpret that from a culture. Imagine you now, your father or your mother comes to meet you and say, what's your name? Liberty. Now say, Liberty, their wine is finished. You now say to your Nigerian father or mother, woman, man, my time has not yet come. What will happen to you? What will happen to you? Your time come immediately. You receive a resetting slap. That slap that resets your brain.
You will not see stars.
Why? Why will your father slap you?
Because it sounds disrespectful.
It sounds disrespectful. Sounds like, are you talking to me like that? Who born you? Who is paying your school fees? And all that. But do you know that based on the culture of the Jews, Jesus did not insult the mother. When he said, woman, my time has not yet come. It was part of their culture. Because the Israelites value men more than women. And men are senior to women. No matter their age. Now, so for them it's just like a slang. It was not an insult. That's culture being symbolic. It's based on the interpretation of the people that have the culture. Alright?
Yeah.
I think I will. How many are you? Is it up to 5?
4.
Okay, let's make it 5. You said? I said what?
Under the number 3.
Eh?
Under the number 3.
You are not following. You are still in. Culture is symbolic. That's number 4. Number 5. Culture seizes nation. Culture seizes nation. Seize. Or wait, no. Culture sizes nation. Size is this. Okay. SEIZES. That's what? Have you gotten that? SEIZES.
Now, no go cancel the
It ceases, right? Yeah. So culture imposes itself on nation. Culture imposes itself on nation. Culture imposes itself on nation. It suppresses the natural biological instinct of man. It suppresses the natural biological instincts of man. Biological instincts of man. For example, we as biological beings feel the desire for food. We as biological beings feel the desire for food. Feel the desire for food. But what type of food to eat? How many times per day to eat? What type of food to eat? How many times per day to eat? With whom to eat? With whom to eat? Are all determined by our culture. Are all determined by our culture. So, we are saying culture seizes nation. That means the example I gave is to be hungry is natural, but the type of food you eat, when to eat it, and all that is determined by what?
Culture.
By culture. So, for instance, you say it's okay for a man to eat 3 square meal. Who made it 3 square meal?
Human.
Culture.
Meat that you have.
Now, look at it. Then what to eat? The type of food you eat is also determined by what? Culture. Whether you eat banga super starch or rice and all that is because of your culture. That's why if you go to another region of the world that something else is their special food, you will either adapt to that culture or you go and look for where you have the one that you are looking for. So culture by that is seizing nation. Alright? Okay, I think This class is supposed to end by when?
3 o'clock.
Oh. This is after 3.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
The last food that you mentioned, is it under future consumption?
You are not following. We said 3 ways. That was under learned. We now said 3 ways caution can be learned. We are done with that. Then number 4 and 5 is, do you understand? So, the attendance. Have everybody marked the attendance?
No.
Who is with the attendance? Let's pass it so that everybody will sign. Then group 5. All the other groups, see your group people and make sure presentation is starting from. I will do that's upper week. After this week, that's going to be last week.